Bwahahaha. My name is Amy2 and welcome back to Talk to Transformer. This time, I'm gonna get more of the funny. Let's see. Amy 2 was climbing a tree, and once she reached the top. See what it adds to this. What the frig is this? What is this? Amy 2 is climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she let out a few test responses. A quick wave, a little whine, and some tongue movements. What? They were all coupled with pleasant giggle sounds. What? But instead of charging like all the other two, she instead started to walk, humming along at a very slow pace. She stopped by a fire and for a while seemed to watch herself from a great distance. What? The Black Pearl... What? Has since concluded that the last phenomenon could mean one of two things. Either Bizarro's brains were suffering from partial amnesia due to the strain of handling so many sensory inputs. What? Or that there was some weird internal hold created by her brain that prevented her from really being ready for this challenge. So she was ... What in the world was any of that? Let's run that one through again. What? Okay. Amy 2 was climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she was unable to return down. I like how it says return down. Okay. The man said, "A resident was here when the emergency services were called. He took a suitcase which he thinks contained his daughter, but then he discovered that it contained Ellie. He has been on a walk around the area today and believes it to be a freak accident and could not be blamed on the 6-year-old. The police are looking into the case, but it's not clear if the girl is to blame. Ellie climbed up a tree to reach the top and to get something, and she got her leg caught in the tree, so she could not swing." How? What is this? Amy 2 is climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, the boy from across the river allegedly threw an apple at her head and took pictures of the attack. What? Oh yes, young hitman throwing apples at a girl and taking pictures of it. The girl took the court. Her mother was present when she was attacked but did not intervene, telling the court that she had not liked the color of the skin on the man and had a low opinion of him. What? The court heard the girl stated, "It's that color that gets to me." It's like, what is this? This is some kind of racist stuff. Okay. After the alleged attack on the girl, Mr. Anderson allegedly shoved the apple in her face several times. The girl said, "I was shocked. I couldn't believe it was him." She then fell to the ground and broke her glasses as a result of that. Oh, man. That was so good. Oh man. Oh man, that was so good. Oh, but there one more time with this one. Amy too was climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she tried to clear her path. This would have required a higher force than she did a jump and turn maneuver. But she had left only the contents of her shorts. What? Uh-huh. The woman climbed over her before she was able to retrieve it. What? The dog also dragged on the debris and ran away without retrieving it. Everything was falling on the tree, and the girl was in the middle of it. As her clothes fell off, what? She was sent flying down into the dirt by the dog. What? Thankfully, a quick-thinking citizen grabbed the woman. It's a miracle that she was not injured more seriously. Police have arrested no one in connection with the incident. The dog's owner is under investigation, and the pup has ... Amy 2 is climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she found Team Rocket up there. According to the Pokédex, the Pokemon had suddenly reawakened and headed towards the cliff. Team Rocket had to dodge the comets, while Meowth tried to use a device to control the comets. But it was too late. Pokemon evolution once again halted the comets. Of course, keeping the weather from being affected. In the Pokemon Adventures manga, a comet was seen in the Pokédex entries of Silver's Pokemon Adventures. Who's Silver? And well, I don't know much about Pokemon, so for all I know, that could be a real character. Okay, whatever. It's not good enough. Just, go through these. Amy 2 was climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she found Team Rocket up there. The battle began on. Uh-huh. And everyone seemed to enjoy their turn, and work together to conquer the natural monsters of the area. Excuse me. It was a lot of fun. I definitely like to see this battle play out again in a gym battle situation. Team Rocket got their strategy backwards and escaped the volcano with Marina. Who's Marina? And attempted to make their escape in boats from Marina and Marina's boat. Team Rocket's boat had a hand pump that helped them with the impossible task. Oh, wait, what? Team Rocket's boat had a hand pump that helped them with the impossible task of escaping in one piece. Marina had no problem climbing into the boat with the bigger members of the Team Rocket and helped those aboard escape. Team Rocket worked tirelessly to capture the team in the boat. Marina was in the form of Marina. Amy 2 was climbing a tree, and once she reached the top, she found Team Rocket up there. She calls them evil, but one of them tells her to be quiet because they have no control over them. They have, however, shown their prowess when they can control coughing, as they found her trapped inside a ball. Jessie used this to her advantage and arranged a battle with her, and they traded coughing's ability as a repayment. They also shared a conversation with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. Uh-huh. Until Lisa pulled out a psychic card with a date that she could get from making a request to them. Excuse me? Before the battle could start, Team Rocket appears again and the battle starts. During the battle, Ash tries to catch a ball of Ninetales and accidentally uses Charizard's flames. What? Moon drove into a portal and ended up in the world of Pokemon. Moon drove into a portal and ended up in the world of Pokemon. He made sure to tell them that it was a free place, that they could do, and they would have to do whatever he wanted them to do. So it's not free. And he would also need their help to defend the city. So the small group of humans stayed there to make it look like some super elite fighting team, and this was what happened. Other than the 10 friends that ended up in the Pokemon world, the city survived. Oh, so the 10 friends died. Okay. With the exception of a few dozen or so casualties and the weather, most of the buildings were destroyed along with the land. Everything was being used as an instrument for Pokemon to break through the barrier and invade. He could hear the Pokemon fighting, though they were moving in a different way. It looked like they were ... If it was that... Moon drove into a portal and ended up in the world of Pokemon. After getting his ass kicked a few times, a strangely familiar feeling started to creep over him. It was the feeling he got when he was reading a book the other day and just felt the urge to touch a book and start reading it. He was the feeling he got when he walked down the street one day and heard some kid say, "Dude, I know those skitties from..." Skitties, what? "From my high school. You better tell them that they should kill themselves." He even saw one on the road, too. It was the feeling he got when he woke up one morning. Just a feeling. When he got up and he just knew that he was going to feel something. And it was the... Oh, it is a Pokemon. So Skitty is an actual Pokemon. And this guy... I have to admit, I know pretty much nothing about Pokemon, but... yeah. Moon drove into a portal and ended up in the world of Pokemon. He became the Pokemon Master. And was... the Pokemon Master with a car. With a big car from the 80s. And was sent on a mission to defeat a team of evil super strong Pokemon that was trying to take over the world. After defeating the team, he was sent to the final battleground of the Earth, the Final Zone, Game Boy Color / Game Boy Advance. A 3D space adventure. The main character is a boy whose girlfriend is a girl named Yoko, is being held captive by the evil Team Ball. Team Ball. But Team Ball, eh? But there are also some pre-made characters, and your mission is to rescue them. You can control each character separately, and they will make a very good team. The visuals are fantastic, like an older Mario Bros. Game. You mean like the Mario Bros. Game from the NES, like from the 80s? That wasn't even capable of real 3D. This is really 3... ... You know, the advantage of a Pokemon Master that has a car is that they can just drive their car right into the Pokemon they're trying to catch, and then just like throw Pokeball on them, and it'll catch them because the car took so much damage off of them that it almost killed them. Moon drove into a portal and ended up in the world of Pokemon. As he arrived, he met a few of the other psychic Pokemon, as well as many other Pokemon. He met other Pokemon who became his friends. Oh, so you're friends with a Pokemon. And managed to eventually get to his own Pokemon. Once the champion arrived, there was a battle between the two. One of his allies used a Psycho Boost. A Psycho Boost on the champ. The battle ended up evening the favor in favor of the challenger, and the champion was able to get his own Pokemon back. He had been passed out from the blow. The champion woke up on the beach. He is able to see his apps and Pokemon. And an abandoned house just like the Pokemon League is at. What? You mean the Pokemon League is held at an abandoned house? He then learns that a dragon, a wyvern, and 2 Lagus appeared. I don't think that he's in the world of Pokemon anymore. Sletter was in the passenger seat of Moon's car when he ran over a Pokemon. Sletter was in the passenger seat of Moon's car when he ran over a Pokemon with a karate chop. This created a big splash, and the whole point of the Sletter was to let the world know what really happened. The villagers were scared that he was a murderer and tried to remove him. The other thing is that if it wasn't for them, my buddy would have killed himself. Of course, he wanted to live, and although he might not know the world, it was nice to have something he loved and be able to play with. The gym leader Gyarados. To love something is to love it with all your heart. The gym leader Gyarados. Because she loves ice-type Pokemon. Requires the Pokemon she shows respect towards are at least ... I like how he ran over the Pokemon with a karate chop. He's so good at driving his car that he knows how to make it do a karate chop. Chop the Pokemon right in half with one of the wheels. Sletter was in the passenger seat of Moon's car when he ran over a Pokemon with his truck, driving it over and killing it. Driving it over. What? While on the face of it, the act may have been fine, other than just pissing off the Pokemon. He killed the Pokemon. His actions definitely turned a slight light towards his PC. His computer? Especially after the King Fireweave. That's an amazing name. Fireweave? King Fireweave. Further fueling the PC blaze. After being struck by lightning on that fateful day, Shinny, aka Sletter, asked his PC to break down, revealing that he had been lying. After becoming a ghoul, what? Sletter agreed to become Shinny's meal of choice for the next few days. What? Showing his gratitude and affection to Shinny, and their friendship will continue through their battles. But Sletter became his meal. Sletter was in the passenger seat of Moon's car when he ran over a Pokemon near a cornfield. His father drove him to the hospital. How did his father get there in the first place? Where was found to be under the influence of Psycho Boost? Is this like the second time that I've seen this in this video? A quick doctor evaluation. What? Found that the child was not having a seizure, but was in fact under the influence of a psychedelic drug called LSD. What? Moon was found to be under the influence of LSD. She was missing the baby and her grandmother. and her depression was escalating. A group of officers searched the streets for the toddler and discovered a picnic table with a playpen nearby. What? When the officers walked into the house, they were surprised to find the grandmother was being buried alive by the child's apparent actions. What the frig is this? It was found that Lenny had been painting his face. What is this? Let's run this one through again. Slutter was in the passenger seat of Moon's car when he ran over a Pokemon and broke it. The car later crashed and Moon and Layla were sent to the hospital. The truck burst into flames. It wasn't a truck, it was a car. In Lumio City, what? Monica and Puplup attempted to put it out but failed. Pikachu followed them back to the Pokemart. Piplup got lost when they stopped in berry fields and went to help Bulbasaur. Monica left Piplup in the hospital. Ash and company met up with Piplup in Route 39. He begged them to not bring him back to the lab. You mean he doesn't want to see Oak. He doesn't want to see Mr. Oak. He obviously did something. Telling them that he would run away and get lost again if they did. What? The others agreed that they were better off without him. And said that Bulbasaur, Big Boy and Buddy captured Team Rocket. You know, because why not? This has been Pokemon themed through and through. Big Boy and Buddy capture Team Rocket's main base after Team Rocket are defeated. However, when Team Rocket revived, they brought back this gym and also captured all the Pokemon here. Team Rocket's attempt at catching Team Rocket. Team Rocket's attempt at catching Team Rocket in the bug catcher is unsuccessful. Yeah, okay. You must first clear the gym after and get a Pokemon after Team Rocket are defeated. After that, the player must defeat the red Gyro... Is that the same guy, the same gym leader guy as before? By riding a Flygon and winning the gym's argument by using Hyper Beam. In addition, you must get its big bad wolf form. What? And the red Gyarados Elite Four water-type Pokemon to fight with it. Once the player wins the argument, the gym leader will declare that Team Rocket's player will be the winner. Afterwards, all the battles... Big Boy and Buddy captured Team Rocket and took them back to their planet. Buddy was given a special red backpack and told to be Bud's younger brother. Buddy becomes friends with all the other Pokemon in the Juniper Gym. Buddy battles Ash and his friends in the quarterfinals, but is defeated. During his training for the Elite Four, Buddy plays with his older brother and ends up losing the battle. Buddy then returns to Juniper to train with Ash, starting a new rivalry when the young hothead Ash and her childhood rival Tracy. Ash sends out a Dedenne to stop Buddy from confronting their trainer, but it is promptly taken care of by Sue. Buddy and his friends, at the end of their journey, return to their new ... Okay, I'm gonna have to end this video here. So if you liked it, go check out the other videos and subscribe so that you don't miss more that I've been uploading. Well, if you don't want to miss it, then you subscribe and then you hit the bell notification, because Subscribing doesn't seem to be good enough nowadays. But anyway, bye.